We are going to make this into this.
Let's go through some of the materials you're going to need in order to repair your defroster on your 2015 Tahoe, and this procedure will work for many different vehicles as long as you get the correct tab that you mount to your windshield. So first of all, I like to make sure that the grid on the window actually works. So I'll use a continuity meter and on my voltage tester, and I'll just go through and make sure that this thing is actually worth fixing. If you've lost a lot of the material on your glass and there's no connectivity through the grid, then there's no point in even doing this project. Now, once we confirm that the window does have good conductivity and continuity, then what I want to do is I'm going to use some painter's tape and I'm going to tape off the area where I want to work. I'm doing that because I do want to sand down and make the area where I'm applying and using epoxy to adhere on the new tab. I want that to be nice and clean, and I also want to remove any surface oxidation. Now, if there was a previous repair and you see a lot of red looking marks near that area, there's a good chance that somebody either used iron filings or a cheap copper paste, which is eventually going to oxidize, and then you'll lose continuity, and even if your tab is on the glass, you might not even have a defroster system that works. So we're going to tape off the area, and then using a piece of 400 or 500 grit sandpaper, you're just going to very gently sand down that area to get rid of any surface oxidation. Next, I've got some solvents. You can use acetone, isopropyl alcohol. What we want to do is clean that area that we've sanded down. We want to get rid of any dust, any particles, any oily residues that might be on the glass. We want a really clean surface that's a little bit rough so that our epoxy will really bond into it. Now I am going to use a 5-minute quick set Loctite epoxy, and I'm only going to use a very small amount because I want to use this to adhere the tab to the glass. A lot of folks will actually use the conductive epoxy for bonding as well as connectivity or continuity. You don't want to do that because it is actually weaker. So I'm going to use just a touch of 5-minute epoxy to actually bond the tab to the glass. Then I'm going to go over it with a silver 2-part epoxy, and that's going to give me really good continuity. Because it's silver, this is a little bit more expensive, but it's worth it because these particles will not oxidize, and you'll have good, long-lasting continuity in your defroster. And of course, I'm replacing the tab on my back window, and so just make sure you get the appropriate replacement tab for your vehicle. I have some latex gloves if I feel like wearing those. And then in order to blend the 2-part epoxy, I've got some wooden sticks as well as some Q-tips and a paper plate to mix and then apply this to the glass. Now my car is in the garage and we're heating that up to at least 55, 60 degrees. We won't drive the car until tomorrow. We want to make sure that the epoxy has plenty of time to set and harden. I'm using quick set epoxies, but I'm going to leave the garage warmer tonight and let this really set before I drive the vehicle tomorrow. All right, let's get started.
Okay, so before we get started, I want to show you something. Somebody else tried to repair this defogger on the back of the 2015 Tahoe, and you see all this orange, it almost looks like rust. That's actually the old repair kit. So what this is this is a repair kit that was copper or iron particles, and it rusted, and once it corroded, it was no longer conductive. So if we look close, you can see there's conductivity there. There's not much conductivity here. So what happened was this thing was probably working fine when they first repaired it, but since they didn't use silver, the metal eventually oxidized and then it failed. Now I just broke it off because I'm going to fix this the right way, and let's go through that today. So I've got my voltage meter set on continuity, and if I just check, I have continuity in some places, but this rusty mark, I want to get that off. I'm using a Southwire continuity meter to see. Now if I check the traces on the rest of the car, you can see the defogger should be working fine. There we go. So the grid lines are fine. We just need to repair that mount. All right, so the first thing I want to do is I want to tape off this area right here where I'm going to be working, because I want to sand down a lot of this oxidation and expose the masking behind it. So I'm just using some painter's tape. All right, so that's pretty good. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some 400 or 500 grit sandpaper and try and get as much of this oxidation off as possible without going through that whole metal grid. I just want to get rid of the surface oxidation. So I cut a small piece of the 400 grit sandpaper, and I'm just going to try and get through this surface oxidation. All right, so I've exposed a good amount of shiny metal, and this is very smooth. So I'm going to stop there, again, because I don't want to go through this shiny metal layer. So I'm going to stop right there. Now I just want to make sure that we've got a good conductivity. We're in pretty good shape. Now we don't want to use soapy water, so I'm going to use some fast drying solvent, and I'm just going to clean this up. There you can see we're getting off a lot of debris. We don't want that on there, or it will screw up the adhesion of the epoxy. So let's get this nice and clean, and I'm literally going to keep going until this napkin is not showing any dust coming off. All right, we're getting pretty clean now. All right. So we have our metal nice and clean with solvent. I'll let that dry for a minute. All right, now we're just gonna check where we're gonna mount it, right about there. That will give the cable plenty of room to connect. And now I'm taking the new tab and I'm just going to rub it gently on that sandpaper to clean and roughen the surface where that epoxy is going to go. Okay, here we go. So first I'm going to cut the tips off. And now I will put, I don't need much, equal portions. Okay. Cool. Way more than I need. Now I am applying the epoxy using a Q-tip to the two tabs, which are going to mount directly on the glass. That's the only place I'm using this 5-minute epoxy, because I want a really strong bond, but then I'm going to rely on the silver paste for conductivity. There. Now once I put the tab on the glass, I want to hold it there firmly for about 60 seconds. I'm actually going to hold it a little longer because my garage is cool, so the epoxy will set a little bit slower. Now, without adding the conductivity epoxy, we actually already have really good conductivity, which is great, but we are going to add the conductive paste. So once again, I am going to list all of the tools and chemicals I'm using in the description. This is the 2-part silver paste, and so what you do is you rub it on the corner of a counter to kind of break the seal so that the part A and B of this epoxy start mixing together. Then I'm just going to go across the counter 40 times to make sure I really get it homogeneous before I use it on the defroster system. Once I'm confident the silver epoxy is mixed thoroughly, now I'm just using a small wooden stick to apply it in small increments, and then I'm just smoothing it over the tab. I'm kind of going underneath it. I'm really filling it in everywhere around that tab. This is mainly there for conductivity, but it is an epoxy, so I'm also going to fill everything in, and so this is really going to hold that tab stable to the glass. All right, so we have adhered our tab with a strong epoxy, and we have coated everything with a silver-based epoxy, and we're going to let this sit for 24 hours. Just for the fun of it, while we're waiting that 24 hours, we can see that we have awesome conductivity with the meter. And now we could plug in. There we go. Thanks for watching. Check out the description for more information and hit that subscribe button if you'd like to see more videos.